Cuckoo gaga, bitch. I got guns.
I'm being bullied. I'm being harassed. I'm being assaulted. I am dealing with such misbehavior, such bad... And now I'm bald! And now I'm fucking bald! Boo! Get off the stage! You get off the stage! Stop! Stop bullying me! I just got here! Why don't you love me? You're supposed to love me! Hold on, what's a sad song I can play? What's a sad song? Hold on. Oh, thank you for the head pat. Fart! Don't fart on me! Onyx! Hold on, what's a sad song I can play? Hold on, That's what it's fucking like. That's what you people are like. I bought a kazoo and I never played it. Did I just play it wrong? How do you play a kazoo, actually? This tastes like skill.
You don't want to be like this.
God!
This is disgusting.
You guys are
This is
fucking
awful
spamming redeems!
If I could kill
Lizzie.
it,
Well, I hummed into it, but it sounded
legally
like kind of
can't.
bad. It didn't really sound
Well,
that good.
I've
My
considered.
tit is going sideways. Sorry. My tit. My tits are... My tits are... The stretched booba. Too much spit! You know, I think that's the only time someone would tell me that there's too much spit. Thank you for the fucking clown nose! You guys are moving too fast for me. Jesus Christ. And I'm in gay baby jail. God damn it. Not even kidding, really, too much spit. I have to have a dry mouth is what you're saying. Hold on, let me try again. Let me dry my mouth out. Hold on. Dry like my booty, my butthole is dry, yeah. I have dry skin. Hold on, let me... You have the ability of being dry? Yeah, that's my superpower. My superpower is being dry. I have to like fucking lean over to get my fucking shit because I put it all in a drawer. Poo brained! I'm not poo brained! You guys are, you know what? You know what? Fuck you guys. Say something. Oh, it didn't unmute Discord. Hold on. Say something again. Stop! Don't put me in the jar. God damn it. I hate you guys.
See, I didn't do shit. For once, I'm being nice. I'm being normal. I'm
Thank
not
you for
doing
the hydrate.
shit.
I hate you guys. You guys are bullies. You know, I was gonna talk about, something positive. I couldn't think of anything, actually. My bad. Me. I was gonna talk about something positive. Also me. Did something positive happen? My bad. I'm not very...
We just got Baltimore Bridge and a couple other things, but you know,
I'm smart. I am smart. Smart.
You smart.
I'm smart.
Smart.
I'm smart. Alright, let me turn off the fucking music. Womp womp.
I'm so cold.
Womp womp.
Stop being cold. Womp womp.
I mean, if we're gonna just keep referencing other VTubers, just...
Is my
What
game...
do you mean?
You said womp womp, that's Shy Lily. I said I'm so cold. I'm referencing Chibi Doki.
Why does she...
I didn't
What is...
fucking know
That I
that.
didn't catch that reference. That doesn't...
She references Joe Biden. Whenever
Oh,
he's like, I'm so cold.
I didn't get it.
That's not a chibi reference. It's a Joe Biden reference. The fuck?
Yeah.
I'm happy you guys are having such a great time.
I'm gonna cry.
Get the fuck back in the jar. Who let you out?
What? I'm
I
still in the jar. What are you talking about?
No, put him in another jar.
Also,
No.
join the game.
Put the jar in the jar.
I am no longer
You're-
bald. Thank you for making me
Your
bald.
game
The
is
clown nose will come off soon.
not
I can't
showing.
believe Joe Biden and Chippy Doki are the same person. I can believe it.
Mm-hmm. I'm so cold.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the mines while you guys get in the
Hydrate or
game.
distraite alastor, you
That
dehydrated
hydrate
bitch.
was so behind. Everything is so behind. I love Thanos twerking.
It's very good. You know what isn't good? The one hair I have in my fucking mouth that is evading capture. Get out!
Oh
You
shit.
know what also isn't good? Your game isn't showing Alistair.
Yeah, I thought it would show, but it's not for some reason.
I can't. It won't let me join.
Is that
I can't
it?
see that you're playing.
Okay, there, it worked. It's because we played it on vanilla last time, and it's not.
No, yet.
There, now you guys can hear it too. It's also really quiet. Yeah, it's mod drop. We're gonna turn it up a little bit.
I'll be back. I have my mind not leaving.
Okay.
Did you open the game in co-op?
Yeah, it's co-op. You guys can join.
It's not showing up. Did you send me an invite?
Yeah. How do I invite you?
I think you go to your options, and if you scroll down at multiplayer.
Oh, I bet I can just do it by shift tab or alt tab.
That too.
Not alt tab. Hold on. Oh, Steam isn't open. It opened the game without opening Steam.
That's why we can't join you.
Yeah, okay, hold on. I'm sorry, we're having scuff as always.
Evil.
We're always- I thought the lipstick on your player was a clown nose. I hate your ass. That's rude. You're rude.
I also thought it was a clown nose.
I hate both of you.
I thought it was a clown nose. It looks like a clown nose, but it doesn't look bad though.
Alright, you should be able to join now.
Okay.
I cannot believe you guys thought it was a fucking clown nose. I'm going to die.
Don't.
Don't bonk me. Also, thank you for the clown nose. I'm not gonna honk again, I don't feel like it. I have to, like, reach down to get it, and I'm lazy. There's a fucking Stardew Valley patch update, and I'm so mad because, like, I didn't see it until I'd already started stream. So I'm not gonna mess with it, but it's like, damn it.
Oh. I think because you didn't do the patch update, I can't see your game.
Oh my god,
I
you're
won't
fucking
join.
kidding me.
I shit you not. I can't see your game, and it won't let me join.
Hold on. That's so fucking stupid.
It is stupid, my friend. Good friend Alistair. Alistair who could do no wrong.
Alistair who could do no wrong.
Alistair who could do no wrong.
What is the dog doing? What the dog doing? Hi, Skada. Hello. Why fucking? Because fucking Stardew. Okay, I updated it. I fucking updated it. Now it should let you in. Let me fucking open it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Let me in. I wanna play.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Okay, now let me in. I'm fighting it. Hi, Skada. How are you? Hello. Honk that pussy. Honk that pussy. Honk that pussy boy. Honk it. Fucking hate you, Jack. I fucking hate Jack.
Do you?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I hate
are
him.
you just problematic?
I mean,
I don't know where I was taking that.
I
That's
mean-
not what I expected to say.
I hate my life.
My wife.
I have to fucking change the goddamn thing again.
Brand grape juice gives me life when the world would rather take it from me.
Brib.
What?
Yeah. What's up?
I didn't understand. What?
I say cranberry grape juice gives
Oh.
me life when
Oh.
the world would rather suck it out of me.
Okay, I thought you said something else.
What did you think I said?
I don't
couldn't
know.
understand
I
what
could
you
only
said.
I only heard grape juice, and I was like, what was the first thing you said?
Cran.
I didn't hear the crayon part. So
You
I was
better
like,
fucking-
what are you saying?
Listen to about my crannies, okay?
Okay, I'll listen to your crannies.
Thank you.
All right, now try to join.
I'm joining. I'm joining. I'm joining.
I'm playing modded because I'm stinky. And I hate
You
the
are
vanilla
stinky.
game.
Your house looks stinky.
No.
I'm
Okay,
joining.
Grib is in here. Clean your
It
ears,
looks-
Ma. No. I don't want to clean my ears.
Would you guys be? Who wants the first tool upgrade? Let me say that. I was about to ask if I could take it. Then.
Hi, Des.
are you doing in my bed,
Hello.
you whore?
Hello, Des.
Why did
How are
you
you?
kidnap me and put me in your bed to cuddle with me last night? That's weird. Anyway.
Stop being gay on stream. I will end your life,
I'm
both
not
of you.
Being gay. I'm not being gay. I was asking what he was doing in my fucking house.
You can have the first tool upgrade. I don't mind. I really don't mind. I just need you guys to tell me whenever it's whenever it's getting dark out, because I'm gonna be mining.
Okie dokie. I will pet the
Hi,
chickens.
Jean.
I will
Did
eat the
you-
chickens.
Almost at the VIP? Hell yeah, Des. Proud of you. No go full gay. Abraxas, do not encourage him. Bridge will go full gay. Do not encourage him.
I've done it.
Do not.
Just like that one line from Tropic Thunder with problematic Robert Downey Jr.
Why would you bring that up?
Because it's weird, and it made me feel uncomfortable.
Did
Then
anyone
why
give
bring it
me
up?
so pats?
Hi, Beholder. Hello.
You guys.
You
didn't
are the
show me
last
some
person
love.
I want to hear saying stop gay.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay for me?
With the who, the he, the who. Just like...
Are you excited for Saturday's stream? I am excited for Saturday's stream. I don't want to be gay. I don't want to be gay in front of people.
I'm not.
Saturday
being
stream, are you
gay.
referring to the one that's happening on the...
Yeah, the one where me and Jack are gonna be gay.
Wait, what?
Cause we're...
Oh.
Oh no, there's no blue site command. No, and we canceled that stream because my pussy is broken.
Oh, that's right.
We don't have that command on the main channel. It's only for ASMR. We're only trying to get
is it?
ASMR.
I'm fucking
Yeah.
dumb.
No, it's okay. It's just we're trying to get the ASMR people to go to the blue site. The normal people are already on the blue site, trust me.
Ooh,
No one look. Nobody look.
Everyone who
It's
loves me is already on the blue site, but we're trying to get the ASMR people who don't love me onto the blue site.
I found a daffodil.
Nice. What now?
found
Oh,
two
the blue
daffodils.
site. Fansly. I'm just gonna say it. I don't fucking care. I have a Fansly account. It's in my links. If you...
Linus, stop running from me.
Mom,
Let me give you my
puss.
love.
Put that on-
Hi, Ness. Hello, Ness, my love. Hello.
I love Linus. I
Oh,
wish you could
I'm
romance
fucking
Linus.
stupid.
I want to kiss Linus.
But yeah, you can check Al's ass there. I want to do streams. I'm starting up streams on the blue site again. It's just I'm on my period, so I can't stream.
Yeah, the flaps are broken at the moment.
Don't
I
say
hate
my
you.
flaps are broken. What the fuck is wrong with you? My
Hey, are they
flaps are
fixed?
not broken.
Are they fixed?
No, I don't. My pussy hurts, okay? I don't want to, like, put stuff inside of me when my pussy's broken.
I
Damn.
forgot my sword.
You forgot your sword.
I went into the mines without my sword.
Oh my god, good luck.
Grid
I'll be
actually
fine.
having a crisis. Meanwhile, us just like, why you flaps dysfunctional?
My flaps are not dysfunctional. I'm just bleeding and it hurts and I don't want things inside of me. Damn. Can I kiss it better? I don't think you want to kiss it better right now, my friend. I'm
Come back wearing full.
I'm
I
at,
almost
like-
said come,
I'm
I
at
almost
like
said come back wearing full lipstick.
no. Why did you say it anyway?
I'm sorry, I had to spread the suffering.
I mean, some people are into that, and I'm not beefing. If people are into earning their red wings, that's fine. But I personally am not a fan.
Well, I mean,
don't know,
they're
man.
beefing. Rare beefing.
Why are you the way that you are?
Why do you speak?
I'm sorry, you know me, just content brained. It's like, it's on that grind, you know?
Content brained. Yeah, you're so content brained. I don't know. I've never actually like done like I've done like penetration.
I would just like to notice that no one has typed in chat since I started speaking, and I would like to say I'm sorry.
I've done like penetration on period, but it hurt and I didn't like it. so I don't think I would really like
Don't put it in the
anything
cornucopia.
else.
Please keep it outside of the cornucopia.
I'm trying to get to level fucking 5, and they're not giving me the fucking door. Hi, Rawcore. Hello.
Can you not use the elevator?
No, can I?
You should be able to,
Hi,
because I already
Kim.
unlocked level 5. Because I'm on level 15 right now.
Does it work that way for everybody? Let me go back up.
Yeah, last I checked, unless that was changed with the most recent update, you should be able to access
Oh, I
the
can.
floor. Yeah.
Yay, I made
So
it
you
to
can
level
just grab
5.
the shit.
Don't be silly, Yodel. Cats can't talk, and they certainly can't bully you over anti-corporate ordinances.
My pussy
Are you
can
talking
talk.
about
Yeah, that's what
jeans
Lewis
and
just said.
jorts? Is she talking about jeans and jorts?
Yeah, Lewis is just like, yeah, and the cats can't talk. They certainly don't bully me for anything. Just like,
Fuck off, slime. I just want my minerals.
Yeah, I'm trying to get stuff, and the slime are bullying me.
I just found an acorn in the trash.
I got carrot seeds and an amethyst.
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna put those in my
Hi,
mouth.
Kim. Did I say hi? I don't know if I said
Yeah,
hi.
you
Hi,
did.
Kim. Hello.
I can.
Kim, do you like your
Hello.
entry greeting? Is it to your satisfaction, my friend?
Crab. Crab. Fuck off, crab. Fuck
Crab.
off, crab.
Crab.
No,
Crab.
no, I don't like this crab.
Crab.
I just wanted a rock and I got a crab instead. I don't want the crab.
Shrimps
Rock
and bugs.
lobster. Sorry.
I found a crease.
I'm going
Yay.
What?
What?
to get rid of this so that I can grab this.
Marnie, give me that good shit. Thank you.
Hell yeah, I'm happy it is to your satisfaction, my friend. That is what is good, is it not? I'm having a stroke. Again. Again. I love my little glitched out textures with my texture pack. It's really funny. I love seeing them. They look silly. Reach level 40 in the mines. You didn't even fucking reward me for reaching level fucking 5. Fucked up.
Alright, thank you, Marnie. Have a good day.
Never see it coming.
Oh, you guys didn't pet the new chickens. When did we...
chickens?
When did our...
I just got them.
Oh,
We got new
okay.
chickens?
I did.
Yeah, their names are Wanus,
didn't change them.
Wanus.
Yep.
No, that's Misty.
No, there'd be babies.
I know, I'm trying to talk to the baby.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the stream's delayed on my side, so then I
And
looked over. Just
Nerdo.
like, yeah.
Did you
I
feed
like
them?
Virgo.
Yeah, you fed them.
I just got them. I'm literally returning from Marnie's.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Hello.
Hello. I also just found some random seeds, so I'm just gonna plant those.
Chimiki.
Since I put everything into foraging, I'm gonna sell all our foraging stuff, okay?
My foraging.
That's fine.
We need to start, color coding our boxes and stuff. Oh, I forgot the daily smooch, who was it that redeemed it at the beginning of stream? Was it Abraxas?
It was Abraxas.
I'm so sorry, I forgot your daily smooch.
It's okay, don't
Mwah.
worry. And a daily smooch for Abraxas.
Get out of here! Don't mock me! And a daily smooch for Beholder. Mwah! Don't you fucking mock me. I have a routine.
You just mocked me mocking you. Don't even.
I did
and a
not
daily
mock
smooch.
you! That is just what I sound like! You know, people appreciate my daily smooches, thank you.
You know, that's kind of fucked up, Bridge.
Whose side are you on? Who the motherfucker are you?
The funnier side.
That's it. I'm jumping off the roof. In game.
I'm very pleased with myself.
You're a fiend.
How do
You're
I...
a harlot.
I'm basically turning my room into the smithing area, so ores and shit, you'll find that there.
How do I open the cheat menu?
What cheat menu?
I may have installed the cheat menu for myself.
It's P. Like
Thank
exit.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're genius. You want your other smooch now too? Oh, excuse me. I think Abraxas wants a smooch from you, Bridge.
And a daily smooch for Abraxas.
Is that what I
I
fucking
hate
sound
you.
like to you?
So much. I hate you so much, Bridge.
I'm turning up my
No,
movement speed. I
28.
turned up my movement speed.
I have a confession.
And I gave myself
been-
infinite water can.
I've been using the cheat.
Look how fast I go, new bitch!
He ain't working,
Fuck boy.
motherfucker. Fuck y'all.
No, it's okay.
No,
I don't care
no,
if you've
turn
been
it off.
using
It's
it.
cheating. Turn it off. It's
I don't care if
cheating.
you've been using the cheat. I don't mind.
I'm
No,
not even
both of you
using it
turn
for
it
like
off.
actually cheating though. I just want the extra inventory space without having to spend all that fucking money.
You're right. How do I do that?
No.
How do I
That's
do
the
that?
only thing I've been using it for. I
You
haven't been
can't get
doing
it.
anything else.
I don't have it. I can't use it.
So go
I mean,
install
it's
it and then
easy
come
to
back.
install it.
I don't know how to do it.
You just go in, isn't it BCJ?
No, I'm gonna hang out with the chickens.
Okay.
Because everyone wants to be a cheater and it's not nice.
How do I...
I just want extra inventory space. That's all I've been doing.
I'm cuddling Waynus.
Waynus?
going to sleep.
Yeah, I hope you feel something soon. Fuck! I hope you feel better soon,
I hope
Jack.
you feel soon, Coom.
I hope you feel something, Jack. I hope you feel something. I'm actually going a bit too fast. I'll put myself on 5.
Inventory speed is right underneath move. Inventory size is underneath.
Oh,
move
nice.
Speed.
Thanks.
That's it. I'm leaving. No, wait, no. Actually, I'm gonna sleep first.
Yeah, wait until you sleep. Yeah, you have made it to an owl stream. Hello. It was on the first page. Thank you, Skada. I can't fucking read.
I finally have level 1 farming.
Skada and Grizz helping me read because I can't fucking read.
I vision.
I'm
Why you got so much
illiterate.
fucking money?
I hope you feel better though, Jack. I'm sorry the food made your tummy hurt.
Yeah,
It was the
Jack just-
spicy nugs. It was them spicy nugs. They fuck with you.
You know what? I won't cheat on my inventory size. I'll go ahead and just unlock it naturally.
No, cheat on the inventory size. I don't care. Stop cheating with the move speed. It makes me
Hi,
feel
Clint.
inadequate.
I'm not cheating on the move. I'm not gonna stop cheating on the move speed. Fuck! What is wrong with me? Oh, I forgot to take my medicine today.
Homie,
My bad.
take your fucking meds.
I forgot.
I'm petting the chickens.
Okay, just make sure they're fed.
Fine, if you're using infinite fucking watering, you're watering all the plants.
Okay, that's fine. You can slay 10 slimes. Oh, that's easy.
You could stop at 10 slimes.
Or just
Or
one.
just one.
I still don't understand the reference.
I lost my favorite
It's-
axe. If you find it, please return it.
She lost her ass? That means
Axe!
Robin.
Axe! Skibbity bun nut. Pop that med kit. Hell yeah. I'm gonna look for that axe. First, I'm gonna water the plants, though.
So the reference is there was like an old fucking like advertising campaign to where there'd be like you could stop at the 5 or 6 stores or just one. And then they would
Yeah.
fucking pop a style real quick, slap a move. I don't even I
think
don't even know how to
everybody-
describe it.
I think everybody knows the joke, right?
I don't. That's why
No,
Oh,
what are you
shit.
describing it?
Oh, I didn't hear Grizz.
I didn't understand. I still don't.
You
I
haven't
didn't
been listening
understand
this
it.
entire time.
No, I am processing slow. There are things happening and I don't know what's going on.
You want to see something magic?
Oh, also, can you get the copper out of the box? I forgot where you said you put your copper.
Oh
Right
yeah. It's just in my room.
Gotcha. Okay,
No,
I don't know which house is yours.
Mine is the one right in front of the
We're-
chickens.
Okay, yours is right in
Huh.
front of the chickens. Got it. In
Copper
front of the
and
chickens,
gold.
in the box. In front of the chickens, in the box. In front of the chickens, in the box. Okay, I can do this.
I'm grabbing all of the copper and coal that is in the misc.
Yes,
chest
please.
with
I
my
do
name
have to
in
make a
smelting area.
furnace, but I'm not gonna use the furnace I make. I just have to make one. I mean, I guess that there's no harm in having 2 furnaces.
Not the harm.
I have 4 in
From-
my room, so if you
Oh,
want to add
okay.
more, go ahead. It makes it easier for us to do like lots of smelting.
That is true. There we go. I watered all the plants.
Thank you.
Crafting.
Are you okay doing that?
Yeah, I don't mind. I agreed.
Okay. That is the part of this game that I hate the most.
I need copper, ore, and stone. So let me... I grabbed stone. Let me come get copper.
Yeah,
I hate everything. I'm stupid and dumb.
the copper's in the orange chest. Color code, maybe.
For reference, I fucked up my fishing. I'm sorry for yelling.
No, you're good.
L.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna fucking sit on you.
You don't have the house upgrade I have, so I have to be careful about where I put stuff in your house.
It's okay. I'll put it in the empty spot.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, there's no empty spot right there. That's a kitchen for me.
Maybe we should just get the kitchen and bathroom add-ons that you have, so I can put shit where you actually know it. Like
you won't be able to watch TV. That's the problem, because for some reason the TV is broken.
You can just pick up
okay.
the TV and then keep it in my inventory. And
Never
put it down.
mind.
Yeah, I wasn't able
Never
to pick
mind.
up
I'll
the TV.
find.
Oh, I am able to pick up the TV and move it.
I was not there.
Oh, I thought it was just the TV was just like fully broken. I didn't
No.
realize that.
I can
Okay,
watch
yeah,
TV
we
now.
can.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe after this stream, let me know what the kitchen and the bathroom add-on are, so I can.
Yeah.
do it
Okay.
For myself.
Can do.
I would like it. Please.
Yeah, because the bathroom helps a lot. I have like my own little area to like regen my stamina. It's really nice.
Personal shitter. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Also, side note for everyone on the stream,
have
I
a
also
turlet.
forgot to take my meds, so I am also
Also,
high strung.
I'm gonna get you both. Take your medicine. Take.
I'll
Why?
take my meds after stream.
Yeah, me too.
Okie dokie.
I just don't want to get up.
Damn it, y'all need to take your medicine.
It's so I can say some funny bad words on stream.
Do not. Oh, but yeah, if you can, if the first thing you could upgrade would be an axe, that would be great, so we can finally get all the fucking shit out of here.
I
And
mean,
then
if you have the gold to do it, you can just take. I don't know why I was trying to use a fucking axe to break a rock. If you want to take the copper bars you need and you have the money for it, you can get the first upgrade then.
Okay. I'm looking for Robin's axe right now.
It's all the way south.
All the way south, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where the sprunions grow.
I don't know where the sprunions grow, actually.
All the way south.
Am I in the right? Did I go the right area?
No. You want to go back to the other way.
It's like the area right by the sewer where that cutscene that you were watching was.
Okay.
It's
Also,
right like
say hi
around
to
that
Hat
area.
Mouse unless he's not there, and then I'll get sad.
No Hat Mouse.
should be there.
No Hat Mouse.
You didn't get a letter from Hat Mouse? You have 1,000 gold. You should have.
No letter from Hat Mouse.
No, she's not there today.
Hat Mouse hates me.
Where are the sprunions? Am I in the wrong area?
Go south. Keep going south and follow all the way to the right.
I went south and then all the way to the right.
Just go along the bottom border until you find the right. What did I say?
You're good.
God
Like this way?
damn it. That is going north.
I know, but I'm going south.
Oh, okay. It should be that way, and then, yeah, so you see, hold on.
Lots of
You're getting
dandelions. Hello, Batserd. Hello.
Oh, I see it
How
on
are
your screen.
you? Oh, there's the axe.
Yeah.
There we go. I didn't know this was the area with the sprunions. Now I know.
Viva Las Vegas. There's so many frogs.
Oh, I guess I'm having
Oh
a
my god,
cutscene with
Mimosa's
Sophia.
flat.
I've literally never.
Why do you keep calling me so mimosa?
Because I'm stupid, and I'm stupid.
I've literally never done anything to have a friendship with you.
Who?
Girl, why are we having a cutscene? I don't know you, girl.
Leave her alone. She's trying her best.
No, I'm into her.
white
She's
girl.
cute. Like, she's my type. She's real cute.
White girl.
But I'm just like, what's the follow? Okay, all right, this is moving a bit fast for me, girl. What are you showing me?
You're showing you her chest.
She is showing me her chest.
Mhm.
Oh, I got a quality sprinkler. Fuck yeah.
Bitch! Sophie, I'm gonna fucking throw hands with you.
I have an
What'd she give
order
you?
ledger in my cosplay room. What?
You can buy sprinklers from her. Buy all of them.
Okay.
All of them.
Oh, okay, I was gonna upgrade my stuff.
No, you're fine.
Okay. An order ledger
mad
in my
because I hate
cosplay
watering.
room. Okay, quality sprinklers are really expensive.
How
much is
expensive
it?
are they?
3,500.
Oh my fuck ass. Never mind.
Amazing
Holy
jiggle
shit.
physics. Thank you. You want to see something funny? My hands get stuck in my tits. Isn't
My
it
tits get
funny?
stuck in my hands.
Hold on, let me look at it. This is not what real life is like, by the way.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Why are you lying?
There's a fucking crab. Fuck off, crab. I just want my minerals.
How many sprinklers do you want?
No, don't.
Are you
No,
sure?
we're not cheating with this. That's not what I want to cheat with.
All right.
That makes the game very unhappy for me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's just I thought you wanted them, so I was gonna do it because I thought you wanted it.
No. That if we just give ourselves money, then money loses all value.
That's true. That's why I don't do that, but I thought it would make you happy.
Yeah. No. Evelyn wants seaweed. Seaweed. I'm getting it, Evelyn.
I have to give
Alex, I'll beat the shit out of you. Shut up.
It's always Alex!
Alex.
It's
you're
always
gonna
Alex!
catch
Alex
these small
probably
hands.
fucking hates you.
Good.
I gave
Hate
her
him
her
too.
axe back.
Andy's ignoring me. Andy, I may just punch you straight in your fucking chin.
Jesus. Bridge getting in fights with people.
People, these are pixels.
They're people!
I just said it to be funny, but I
Alright, I bought the backpack upgrade that I wanted, and I bought it fairly. The next one cost 10,000. Oh. 8 Pecco. And I have enough money to make my favorite boy worse.
Is it me?
It's Shane.
Damn.
Come here, daddy. I have your
Nope,
daily
no, that is not me.
I have reached. What fucking floor am I on?
It is 7:40 p.m., just so you know what time it is.
I reached floor 20.
Nice.
Floor 20.
I hate you. I hate you. I realized as soon as you started speaking.
You'll get there, Al. Thank you, Abraxas, for the encouragement, because god is it hard to make money in this game. Where do you want me to put the sprinkler? I'll put it right here. There we
All
go.
the love in my heart. It's not too hard to make money in this game. I have a strat,
I'm just
and that's why I need to buy strawberries.
I'm just poor. Leave me alone. Oh, the cat's on my bed. Hi, cat.
Like the
But
first,
also,
the
it makes
first
me
like
sad.
month, the first month is like yes, a little rough, but as soon as you get strawberries, you're fucking golden.
That's
You get
true.
strawberries and you befriend Caroline, you're fucking golden for spring of the first year.
Who is Caroline?
Sweet Caroline.
She has the green hair.
Right,
if you
right.
befriend her, if you get her to 2 hearts, then she'll give you the recipe for tea saplings, which they're really easy to make, and you can sell them for a shit ton.
Okay.
I'm putting a rule on it. I'm sorry. It would make me very sad if we started. Okay, I'm not catching this fish. Fish.
It would make you sad if what?
If we just cheated in the way of money, because then it's just like.
I already said I'm not going
Well, I'm
to.
not-
No, I know. I just want.
No one's cheating in the way of money.
I need
I'm
wood,
talking
coal,
about
and
how I get
fiber.
money really quickly in the first year.
I know. I just want. Okay, Willie, not you two. Okay.
Papa Willie, no.
Off his Willie.
You're
Worm.
speeding. You are fucking speeding, dude.
I sure am.
Did you?
Yep,
Did
I
you
took
take
your
my
coal.
goddamn-
I did. Give me a
My
minute.
coal.
I'm making something
colon.
important.
Okay. What you making?
Evelyn can get it.
Evelyn can get it.
Hate you both.
And I said this. I knew Al would fucking side with me on that.
I'm protecting our crops, Grizz.
Oh, are you making a scarecrow?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you scaring a crate crow?
Huh?
It hurt. I don't want to say it again.
Don't.
Just don't say
Sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
Don't stand. Don't stand.
Get out!
so-
Get out! I need in! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
What the fuck is happening?
I need it in.
Into where?
The chest. I need it in.
Oh, okay.
Bitch,
Get
you
out!
don't need more chest. Shut the fuck up.
You're right, I do not need more chest.
Over
I
here,
got-
the
I
fucking triple
found-
Z's. I don't want to hear shit.
I found a rice shoot. I'm gonna plant it.
You found a
Alright,
what?
A rice shoot.
I don't know what that is. Also, you
rice
know
shoot.
it's midnight,
I
right?
found rice.
Yeah, he's.
Oh fuck! I didn't bring my hoe with me.
I'm right
but
here.
Bridge.
I almost
Yes.
I
hit the
will kick
disconnect
you.
button. I want you to know that right fucking now. I almost hit the disconnect button.
Yay.
It is a little bit of a problem that I have my disconnect from Discord calls button set to my mouse at all times. But you know what? It's moments like this where it's like, damn, this is a blessing. I
That way you could just
leave whenever
fucking
I want.
rapid disconnect from people when they're being stupid because you don't want to hear it. You're just like, shut the fuck up. Bonk.
Shut up, bitch.
Disconnects. Womp womp. Come on, game. Come on. Who are we
Bridge.
waiting on?
Oh
Bridge.
god, fuck ass.
I fucking knew it.
I'm sorry.
God fuck ass. Well, there's only 3 of us, and if 2 of us have confirmed that we did it, then it's gotta be the 3rd one.
You right. You're smart. I'm
I-
not very smart.
I'm not very smart. I'm like a little bit. I'm a little bit smart, just a little teeny bit.
Where is my hoe?
Yay, I
Don't
got
say
money.
anything, Bridge.
We need to build a
Bitch.
silo. How much money does silo cost?
I do not.
I'll go
Silo
find out.
cost about 3 cents. Like, what are we doing here?
Oh, the Easter egg festival is tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna
pet the
win.
chickens.
No, I'm gonna pet the chickens. No!
Haha, I pet all of them but one, so clearly I'm better than you. Oh, we have another chicken.
We have 4.
Wait.
It like tried walking out, but I think
Oh.
it might have walked back in. So
Okay. I thought I was having a stroke.
Yeah, we have 18 chickens. What?
hold on. Do we all agree that we don't want to fucking water the plants?
Yeah, but I can do it. I don't mind. I bought the thingy though. I don't mind watering the plants. Just let me go talk to Robin about a silo and how much it costs. Hold on, let me turn up
Okey-dokey.
my movement speed so I can like get there max fast.
Oh wait.
I'm fucking
can
dead
you-
sprinting. Robin just sees me Flint Lockwood running at her.
No, Flint Lockwood
She
wasn't
doesn't-
warning. It was Earl.
What?
She doesn't open up until 7:30. I mean,
Until
no,
9.
Until like 9. So why are you fucking sprinting over there?
All right. can
This
someone
is
help me
peak
water
entertainment. This is what people love to see. This is the kind of gaming people
Zoomies.
love.
Ooh,
Grip,
zoomies.
grip.
What?
Can you water them?
What?
Can you water them?
I'll water them. I'm coming.
I can't water them like that. Why are you chasing
Me just fucking
around?
sprinting past everybody.
He's chasing me! Get in my house!
God, the beans take forever.
You fucking try.
Fuck, I got caught in my mailbox.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm trying to get him to stop chasing me, but I got caught in my mailbox. I was trying to run away.
Quit being gay! Bridge!
I'm not being gay. I'm scared for my life.
Sounds
Alistair,
traumatized.
help me.
I'm not being gay.
Bridge, I swear to God.
I don't know if I'm faking my my crying or if I'm actually crying because I'm tearing up right now.
Of
You're
course.
forcing yourself to
Never
via
mind.
emotional
Never-
trauma.
Never mind, it's faking because I was yawning.
You motherfucker.
I was trying to figure it out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what that mouth do? It bites your fucking dick off. That's what.
What that mouth do? Cry?
No.
I don't have enough bug meat to make another bug steak.
To make another what?
Chicken nuggets.
Bug steak?
What is that?
It's food that you can make from bug meat that you get while fighting in the mines.
Oh, okay.
Bug meat, the other German Shepherd from Fallout.
Oh, I guess I'm having another event. I guess I'm friends with the dog.
Yeah, it's Dusty. Fuck yeah,
having
Dusty.
another event makes it sound like you were going through like something really bad emotion.
I know, I'm
Like,
having a
really
panic
fucking
attack,
funny.
clearly.
I'm
That's
having
what I
another
thought
event.
yesterday.
I'm having another event.
Pet Dusty.
It Dusty. It Dusty. It
Worms
Dusty
is bugs.
Dusty.
Worms is bugs. Worms is bugs.
Yes, worms are insects, I believe.
I love
I'm
Dusty.
sorry, I'm being autistic.
No, you're good.
And worms are actually not bugs.
They're not? Bugs, insects, worm not? Wow. I'm having another event?
I'm having.
Oh
an
my
event.
god, he is. It's Lewis.
I'm having an event.
That's what I say when I'm having a stroke from now on. I'm just gonna
Why
skip
is Linus
this.
just sitting there so
I don't
like-
give a fuck what you have to say, Lewis. I swear to God.
Fuck you,
But he-
Lewis.
Construct farm buildings.
But he's just fucking Cowmon.
How
Why
do
would
I...
you say that?
Oh, there.
Am I wrong? You're gonna look
You're
at me
not-
and tell me I'm wrong?
Oh, okay, we have
You're
enough
not
money for a
wrong.
silo. I just need clay, stone, copper. Okay,
How much is it? Oh,
it's only 100.
Okay.
Super cheap.
Sweet. I thought it would be like 1,000 or some shit.
That's what I thought. Yeah, because we're a little too poor for another coop or another barn, or just a barn.
I'm saving up for getting a barn.
Ah! Hi! Hi, Lime. What? Why are we having a hype train for a raid? What? Is that a thing? Hi! Welcome in! Yeah, I think it glitched out. I think Twitch had a stroke. But hi, hello, welcome in everyone. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for the wiggly, giggly, jiggly lime raid. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Holy jigglies, yeah, you know, jigglies. Hi, hello, my name is Alistair. We're currently playing Stardew Valley. I'm about to buy a silo because we need a silo. I hope you all are having a good day. And Lime, if you need to get any after stream rest, please do. Get some rest. I hope you had a good fun with whatever you were doing. Thank you so much for the raid. Mwah! And thank you so much, Brandywin VT, for the follow. I appreciate it. And thank you, the Wandering Toad. I love you both. Thank you. Welcome in. Mwah. What? You made what?
No, I'm reading
Oh,
last
Al made my jigglies. Yes.
Al made my jig.
I made Lime's jigglies. I make jigglies. I make the jiggliest of jigglies. Okay, I need copper.
I'm not understanding. Are we talking about titties or not?
We're talking
Yeah, we're
strictly
talking about.
tit.
Yeah, we're talking
Okay.
tit. Play. We're talking
There's a
tit.
blog.
Totally talking tit. I followed you because you seem nice, not because of the jigglies. That is fair. That is fair. I wouldn't be offended either way. You can follow for any reason. You can simply follow because you think I'm not stinky. Toad was wondering why you were a
You are
brand
stinky.
risk. Why I'm a brand risk? Oh man, what can I say that's a brand risk?
There's a lot of things you could say that is a brand.
Well, I
risk.
know, but like I gotta like think of something. I gotta like Alistair is the stankiest booty. No, the fuck I don't. My ass smells fragrant as fuck. My ass is great. Oh, that's why I'm a brand risk.
Yeah, you got it, bud. There it is.
I figured it out. I figured
It's
it
okay.
out. There we
You
go.
can follow me because you think I'm nice. You can follow me because of my fucking
My fucking jigglies. You can follow
my
me.
fucking Triple H fucking torpedo tits. That's fine. You can look at anything you want on screen.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you don't gotta look at my tits. You can look at my funny hands. I have funny hands.
I
All right, we have a silo now. We've built a silo. Hi, friend.
Silo,
No,
let's
it's being
go.
built.
Well, yeah, she's working on it right now.
Yeah, you said you built a silo.
Yeah,
I know
kind
you
of.
said that we have a silo now, but I just thought of Salito. You already know it, baby. Now
When was the
watch
last
it.
time you showered? Yesterday, bitch. So my asshole smells extra good right now. Ha ha! I showered
No.
yesterday, and
No,
I'm
that's gotta-
I'm also
no, that-
pretty.
No, they had a full night of fucking festering. You don't know what's
Shut up! My asshole is not festering. My asshole is beautiful. I have
don't
not
know about
I
your
have not
chocolate
pooted since.
garnish.
You don't know what I've done. I have irregular bowel movements. Not that that's any
in
of
there.
your
Yeah,
business.
Jesus Christ, go poot, you fucking weirdo. God.
I'm sorry, I don't have to shit. What can I say? I just didn't have to shit. I just didn't feel like it, you know?
I
Didn't
did
feel
not
like it.
expect to be sitting in my friend's stream, listening to him talk about his chocolate starfish.
Shut up. It's not chocolate.
Yeah, it's fucking.
My butthole is so pure, so delicate, so
Stink
dainty. My steak star. I need to make that hat. I'm making a hat.
His brownie hole.
Oh
I
my
hate you,
god,
I
hold
hate
on.
you.
I gotta show you guys the bad hats. Hold on. Let me pick a bad hat. Props. Let me pick a bad hat. Which are we doing today?
Onyx, you wanted this. I don't.
Let's go with this hat.
You know what's better than 24?
25.
I'm on floor 25
There we
of
go.
the line.
There we go. We have bad hats. Oh my god, it's not really attached correctly.
Hey, that makes
There
it
we
even
go.
better bad hat.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm doing gay stuff. We have bad hats.
I got our first piece of iron. Let's fucking go.
What should the other... I want to have 2 more hats. We'll have this hat. And
I didn't
we'll
know you liked symphonic
have...
metaphor. Oh, that's crazy.
This... No. Delete. We'll have this hat.
Gay stuff, count me in.
There we go. We have our hats.
Oh, Jesus Christ, don't jiggle too hard. You fucking hit
These
someone.
are our
You hit a
hats.
small child in the
By
head with
my
a rim.
silence! Son of a bitch. Alright, hold on.
Oh, my phone died.
Oh, that's the wrong thing.
I can't look at chat. My phone died.
That's okay, my friend. You don't need to look at
No,
chat.
beholder. That was pretty funny.
Hey, it wasn't you this time. Yeah, it wasn't you this time. You son of a bitch. Oh my god. There. There we go. I need to fix the emotes. The emotes are wrong. I need to fix them. All my emotes are fucking broken. Shane, my love. Shane.
Yeah.
Shane, my love. Oh, and the knock knock joke? Okay. I don't know why you want the knock knock jokes when I'm fucking doing... when I have to log out again. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Missy.
Hydrate or distra
Misty
Alastor,
who?
you dehydrated bitch.
Miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
Anyway, you're welcome, beholder. Don't worry about it.
I hate you guys. Hold on. I can hydrate with the gag because I'm drinking with straw.
Yeah, buddy, that's not how suction works, you fucking donut.
I apologize for laughing.
If I suck hard enough, I'll get anything in my mouth.
Shut up. I did it. I drank. It
Uh-huh.
worked. Fuck you.
You're
No, it's
leading
not
me to
cheating.
drink. I don't fucking know what you're trying
It's
to
not
say.
cheating. I drank. Oh, we're having another event. This time with
I'm
Linus.
having... Oh, don't look at... Leave him alone. He's
I'm
hungry.
not gonna be mean to him. I love him. Oh, it's George actually.
Oh my god, it's jorts. I love jorts. Sure.
I'm fucking I'm drooling. I hate this.
Yeah, bleh, bleh, bleh.
I'll be right back. I need water.
I'm fucking drooling. I have 2 minutes left. No, 1 minute left.
Oh, wait. Wait, does this, like... This changes Linus's event?
Yeah, it does.
I didn't realize that.
I love it. Oh, hi! Thank you so much for the follow, Kingly Gamer TTV. Welcome in. My name is Alistair. It's so nice to meet you. I have a vlog out here right now, but I love you. Hello. Thank you so much for the follow. Mwah. I freaking love the guy that calls someone a donut. Yeah, that's Bridge. Bridge stinks. George, I love you, George. I love you guys. I love you both so much. I love you, Linus. I think it's the same toys food. Hello, how are you today? How are you feeling? I hope you're having a good day. Have you been 3 minutes yet? Please not tell me 3 minutes, Stone. Reed smells nice. Reed does smell nice, I assume.
Oh my god, thank you. I showered today.
I'll shower today. I will shower after stream tonight. Cause I'm going to shower, at, after ASMR. I'm doing ASMR tonight. So I'm gonna shower after that. I'm going to literally pass out because this event is taking too long. I gotta get home.
Oh yeah, yes, that'll be a fucking hard pressed thing for you to do, fucking Barry Allen. Thanks.
What?
Barry Allen is the name of the Flash.
Oh, I didn't get it. Oh yeah,
It's
because I'm running
you're running
fast.
really fast.
Oh, thank God it's been 3 minutes. Oh, my Jesus. Alright, sorry about the ball gag. It seems to be a running thing that whenever I get a raid, someone does the By My Silence. It's kind of cursed. It always happens. But thank you again, Lime, for the raid. I love you so much. And thank you, everyone who came in. I love you all so much. You're all very lovely and cute, and I give you smooches. Mwah. It's very funny. Fair enough.
Spirits feel neutral. It's gonna rain all day tomorrow.
Killed me, happy it did. It's very cursed. Alright, I gotta put up the copper.
No help.
What do you need help with?
The watering.
Oh, hold on. Let me put up the copper.
I'm a very thirsty boy.
I know you are. Oh, I don't need to
Okay.
run anymore. So I can move my movement speed back down to 5. Oh, you already did those ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like some of our plants died.
No, they're not.
That's what that means when they turn brown like that, right?
No. That's
Oh.
just different plant. See?
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at this game. I had no idea it was a ball gag until you just said it. Yeah, it's a ball gag. It was a gift from one of our mods, Sly Fox. It is a very nice ball gag, and it's been a staple in my streams since I started streaming. Wow, I've had the ball gag this
family for years.
It has been in my family for years, thank you.
Gross.
Do we need to water these?
No.
Okay.
Because rice paddy fields are
Chicken
constantly
time.
wet.
Our chickens are already grown up.
Let me boy.
Remy boy.
Grib.
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 Where is
Grib.
Grizz? Is he good? Oh, his phone died.
What?
His phone died, remember?
No.
Yeah, his phone died. Will be passed on? Absolutely. It will be in the family forever. I'm gonna go buy grass starters since we have a silo now, and I promised I would. I gotta pet Miso.
Miso poop. Oh, it's the egg festival.
Oh,
God damn it.
fucking shit. Alright.
Grib, come back. You're in need of the egg festival.
The egg festival. I put up all my fidget toys because they were in the way. My fucking tits are going nuts. I wonder when I should schedule the VR chat community meetup for. I know I'm gonna do it next month, but I want to do it before my streaming anniversary. I was thinking, like, early in the month. Like, not next week, but maybe the week after. What is the week after next week? When is the 17th? I'm bad at math.
I don't know math.
I'm very bad at math. I never know when anything is happening. What day is it? What is today? Who are you people? Where am I? Let me look at the calendar. I can make a vote. Yeah, I could. Oh yeah, so I have about 3 weeks until my anniversary stream. About 3 weeks exactly. So that means that I have 2 whole weeks I could do it. I just want to make sure I do it whatever is, like, good for 17th of, no, it will be the 17th of April. But you're right, it is still, yes, it is a Wednesday, you're right.
Grib.
Didn't he BRB to get some water?
I don't know. I can't read it. I don't think so.
I didn't see him send a message. Did he send a message? No, he didn't send a message. That's just Jack. Here we go. But yeah, we will be having Are you free on Fridays? Yeah, I'm free on Fridays. That would probably be a good time as a Friday night. I was thinking either a Friday or Saturday night. Friday nights I was gonna reserve for, like, Fansly streams. But I'm not gonna stream on Fansly every week. I was gonna do those bi-weekly. Because they're easier on my body. Thank God time is not frozen. I think we're gonna miss the egg festival.
What's happening?
We're
Sorry, I
missing
was
the
getting
egg
my water.
festival because you were getting water.
I'm sorry.
You took too long. How does it take you so long to get water? How dare you?
I have to go up and down stairs.
Oh no, that's fair. Alright, hurry up. We need you, like, right now.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Oh, thank God we didn't miss it.
Ugh. Hello?
What are you selling?
I'm a strawberry.
Strawberry seeds.
I'm buying all the strawberries I can.
Yeah, I'll buy all the strawberries I can.
Okay, I bought 37.
I bought 15. That's all I could afford.
And now, as soon as we can plant them, as long as, you know...
Oh,
they don't
Shane,
get
my love.
carried off. Oh, hey. Now I can talk to everyone, because I don't think I've talked to everyone.
I put something nice into the punch. Alright.
I just want you guys
I
to
love you,
know
Jorts.
I may or may not have been practicing
Practicing what?
for the egg hunt.
I don't...
I want the hat.
Okay, you can...
I want the hat.
I want the hat.
No, I'm getting the hat.
Okay,
No, I'm
I'm not that competitive.
I am.
Let me know when you've talked to everybody so I can start the egg festival. I love you, Willy.
Papa Willie.
Who? That's mine. You can have him.
I just love him friendly. I think I might try to actually marry Sebastian this time. I've always wanted
No, because
to.
fuck Victor. Look at him.
Who's
If you
Victor?
can figure out how to make sashimi, you can make his one of his loved items very quickly.
Oh, talk to Jorts. Someone talk to Jorts.
I already talked to Jorts.
I want to talk to George.
Grib, talk to Jorts. It's adorable. No, that's Jean.
Where is the guy you're talking about?
I don't want it anymore.
I don't want it anymore.
I love you, Jorts. I love you so much, Jorts. Where is the guy you're talking about?
Wait.
Who?
Bridge
Me?
kept saying to talk to someone, like wigging out,
To the
telling me to
cat.
talk to Vic.
No, I'm saying why you
The
don't
cat, George.
Oh yeah, you were talking about Victor. Why Victor? I don't want Victor. I want Sebastian. I don't even know who Victor is.
I don't know, because he looks like a Resident Evil fucking villain.
No, shut up.
Not Jorts.
I'm starting the thing. Can I start the thing?
Yes,
Start
do
the
it.
thing. Start the thing.
All right, we're starting. I'm gonna, if it's okay with everybody, I'm gonna romance Sebastian, okay?
Dewey.
Now, if I fuck him first.
Bridge.
I'm kidding. No.
All right, we're gonna need all our energy. I like how it doesn't let you, like, cheat on running during the fucking egg festival. It's a good equalizer. All right. Oh shit.
Fuck you, Maru. You don't see shit.
It's my egg. It's my egg.
No, it
It's
ain't.
mine. It's mine. I got it.
Did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't, because I have 2 eggs.
How many eggs do I have? I also have 2. The fuck?
I
Did
have
we
3
both
now.
have it? Okay, I think I'm ending this with 2. I can't find any more eggs. Whoever wins gets to be called egg whore for the rest of stream.
Egg whore. Egg whore.
Egg whore.
Egg whore.
Points to bridge. Egg whore. It's Bridge.
It's me. I'm the whore of egg.
Wrong. I'm egg whore.
We're both egg whore.
Egg whores.
We both get the hat. We both get the hat.
Yeah!
I'm the only one without a hat. That's fucked up.
You literally have a hat on right now. I'm the only one without a hat.
I'm the only one without the egg hat.
Oh, I didn't really understand what the egg hat was.
It's just a
All right,
It's just
do you want
hat.
to plant strawberries now or do you want to go to bed?
Go bed. And
Okay.
We can plant the strawberries in the morning.
Alright, I'm not planting my strawberries, so you can plant your strawberries.
We can plant
I mean,
all of
see-
our strawberries.
No, I know. I mean, y'all can plant, and I'll fish.
The
Help.
strawberries will like grow before the end of spring, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if we plant them now.
Okay, good. I was worried about that.
Okay. Oh, and it's a raining day, so we don't have to actually like.
Queen of the
water
sauce,
them
hold
and
on.
shit.
Oh
Queen of the
shit, Queen of the Sauce.
I learned how to make coleslaw, and I'm kind of sad about it.
Oh.
Oh, I'm taking the green beans. Oh, no.
We got our first piece.
The
of iron.
spirits
Did
are
I tell
somewhat
you guys
annoyed
that?
today. Yeah, you did. Hell yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, time. I'm gonna move our strawberry field over here because it's a little too cramped over there.
All right.
I'll plow, you plant, okay?
Okay. Hold up. Let me. Here we go.
Where the fuck are y'all?
We're right next. We're up here. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just like, huh?
No, I don't want out. Can I have the seeds, please?
Yeah, you can have my seeds. I forgot.
It's okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
How many do we have?
It's over 50 now, and that's after I already planted some.
Nice.
This should be enough. Like, if we go down to where my line is. Oh.
Can't do math, so don't ask me. Oops, I did one out of the area. How did you do that?
With a pickaxe.
Oh, okay.
Just be careful not to hit the seeds, because then
No,
they'll
I won't.
explode.
One short.
Ah!
Fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna clear that. That sucks. That looks so bad.
It
I'll
does.
put the
It
scarecrow.
looks-
No, I'll put the scarecrow there because we need another
I'll put
scarecrow.
the scarecrow.
Scarecrow. Because we need another scarecrow. We need coal and fire. Where's all the coal?
Sorry, I was gonna smelt stuff, so I had it all in my inventory. There you go.
Hold on. Did anyone chicken today?
I'm
No.
gonna chicken if you want. If
No,
you want to
I'm
do it
chicken
first,
and-
you can.
I'm eating all their eggs.
Please don't eat the eggs. Why haven't we been selling the eggs, by the way?
Because we can make
I
them
don't
into
know.
mayonnaise.
That's what I thought, but I didn't know if you were keeping them for any other reason.
No, it's mayo hours. I have
I
some
had
new
no-
ideas to sleep on. I can make mayo.
Oh,
I had
nice.
no
You learned
specific
mayo?
reason why I wasn't selling the eggs. I just put them in the chest because I thought that was the right place to put them.
Aw, man, you learned mayo before me, damn it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
Would
just
you like my knowledge?
How do I... We can't share
Just
knowledge.
beam it into your head. And just
Yeah, just... Bridge beam.
Grib, could you make me iron bars?
I don't have any. I only have one piece of iron, and it takes like 4 to make a bar.
Do you
Oh,
want to
no.
go to the mines today? I think they're annoyed, but we can go anyway.
Yeah, I can do that. Let me just grab my sword.
Alright, let me
That
put
is
up my
furniture
stuff.
chest.
The children yearn. It is for the mines.
Fine.
I'm gonna turn on infinite stamina. I'm not gonna turn on infinite health. But I'm gonna turn on infinite stamina because I don't have any food items.
Oh, I have a bug steak in my blue chest. In my blue chest, if you want it.
It's okay, you can keep them. You need them more than me because you're stronger than me.
Sebastian, how are you?
Oh, are we all going to the mines today?
Oh my god.
Or are you
Sebastian,
fishing?
you fucking... I'm going to the mines.
Sebastian, my love.
No, he fucking... Of course, I forget whatever his stepdad's name, doesn't know that Jeans and George talks. He...
Demetrius?
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he barely listens to humans, never mind cats. It's like,
Oh,
my
what is his
fucking
gift
God.
guide? I don't have his gift guide open. I don't remember what he likes. Damn it. Whatever.
He likes
He likes Gawk.
I would assume he likes Gawk. He seems like the type to like goth girl cock. The double Gawk.
double goth.
Gawk, if you will.
Goth.
Whoa. Mine
I
time.
thought you were gonna join me in the mine.
I am. I'm going to level 25.
Yeah, I'm
Hello.
here already. Hello.
Oh, do you just mine everything?
Yeah. Unless I find the entrance to the next floor, then I just go because we're trying
Found
to
it.
grind
It's over
40.
here.
Fuck yeah, let's go. Need help?
Is there a way to guard?
Yes,
yeah,
spacebar.
Spacebar.
no,
Okay.
no,
Oh,
it's
wait,
not-
right click.
it's
Right click.
Right click. Also,
Ooh,
do you
iron. Or not iron.
I got an Omni Geode. Let's fucking go.
Not iron. What is that?
fucking Bugs. We have a swarm.
Okay.
I'm not dealing with that.
Oh, Bridge went downstairs. Are you coming?
I'm on the combat, so no. But
I
I'll
went
see you guys there.
downstairs.
Did you just take my fucking... You...
I didn't mean to. I literally just walked
You-
past. I didn't mean to.
Let's go.
No, you're fine.
We have the next level as well, but I'm gonna get copper before we go.
I'm just getting the combat levels.
I can't wait. Today I'm gonna buy something special for stream when I get off. I'm gonna buy a fun game you can have for stream where chat can fish. And they're like Stardew Valley add-ons that you can use, and I'm gonna get that.
On the next exit.
I got a bug. But I'm really excited because I feel like chat will really like being able to fish. It'll give you something to do with all your points too, Bridge. Ah, thank you for the clap, Abraxas. I'm so happy.
No,
See,
yeah,
you're
you
already
got-
excited.
See, yep, now you have to clap.
Now you can fish in Alistair's chat
Yeah.
instead of fishing in. I almost said instead of fishing in Final Fantasy. You don't play Final Fantasy 14.
Ah! Rock! Rock crab.
See, I don't like them crabs.
I don't either. They're hurting me.
Would you like some help?
It's okay. I don't want to
Would you
waste
like
it.
a steak?
No, it's okay. I don't want to waste it.
Okay. Wait, you forgot the coal.
There was coal. I didn't see it.
Yeah, the minecart. If you right click it, it'll give you coal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I got it. I picked it up.
Bridge, if you find the downstairs, please tell us.
Oh,
I found
the
it.
Downstairs.
Oh, okay.
I found the downstairs a while ago.
I also found it.
Yeah, I
It
just
showed
wanted
up
to
a
go
second
downstairs.
time.
Does it go to the same place? Because there's 2 entrances now.
Yeah, I opened up the entrance.
I don't know. Yep, you came to the same place.
I went to the same one that you did, but I didn't
Oh.
go down the same one that Bridge did.
Oh, I don't know where
So I
Bridge
don't
is
know-
then.
I don't know if we went down the same one or not.
No clue.
Well,
Oh, another amethyst.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
yeah, we
Bridge
just
has
went
been
down
here.
there.
Yep,
Could you
here's
come grab
Bridge.
all this stuff over here.
Yeah, I could grab it.
Also, Geo.
Oh, neat. Yep, got a geode.
Bug. Bug, 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 bug.
No, I hate the bug noise.
I also
I'll leave
hate
him.
the bug noise. It's just really grating. Got him, bitch. Okay.
Where's the next exit?
I'm not finding it yet.
Oh, I thought you said you found it.
No.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, you found it? Okay,
no, I
coming.
found it. No, I'm cool.
Where is it? Where are
we
you
are
guys?
on floor 30.
Top right. Top right.
Found it.
Whee.
Yay, floor 30.
Alright.
Ooh, it's dark in here.
It is 5:20. I suggest we just hit rocks. We try not to focus too much on enemies because they're gonna kind of whop our ass as
Yeah.
we are currently. So, oh, I found it over by me.
Where? I don't see it.
Over by up.
Okay, there we go. Now it's not so dark.
Well, you say that.
About to become dark again.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh,
Can't
I think
see
I found
fucking
it.
anything.
I think I found it. Come over to the top right.
Oh, ow, ow, what the fuck is attacking me?
That's a weird dude.
Oh, thank God.
Bridge top right.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna get killed.
Bridge, come to the top right.
Oh, cool. Hold on. I have to fucking run a different direction because they're all behind me and they're gonna hurt me and they're gonna suck my bones.
They're gonna suck your bones. They're gonna suck your penis.
Not my penis.
Not my penis.
I was like, why can't I go up anymore? Because I was on the hole.
You were on the hole with your penis?
Yes. Yes. with my penis.
Penis.
Ah, my hole.
Oh, there's the hole.
There's
Hole.
bats.
Ow! Ow, my bones!
Got you, I got you, I got you, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Let's go.
Yeah. Got a bat wing. Got 2 bat. It's over here.
Yeah, I was gonna go get stuff and then I was like, no, I shouldn't. It's already
Around
7:30.
4:35. We should probably head back.
Yeah,
Nonsense.
The way home is longer.
The children.
I'm gonna head
just
back.
I yearn for mine.
We can go back in the mines again. I mean, if you guys need to turn up your speed to get home, you
why
can.
Is the screen,
I
why is
can't.
everything blue?
Oh, right, you don't have
Because
that.
it's foggy.
This has never happened before. This is bananas.
Why
That's
hasn't
because
Robin been building our silo?
It's over the course of days.
It takes
Yeah.
about 3 days for her to build stuff.
I suppose, but I haven't even seen her working on it. Usually I see her working on it.
Were you there this morning with the chickens? No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't, but I thought you would tell
That's where
me.
she was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let me put up your stuff. If you want to do... Oh. If you want to have the geodes and stuff, you can have them.
Okay. I was only keeping them in this chest because I just unload all my shit and then I start smelting stuff after going to the mines. But sure, I can do that. I could be
Yeah.
the geode person.
Yeah, I thought you would like it. I thought you'd like cracking the rocks open.
Yeah, like my skull.
Yeah, nothing more fun than a little bit of brain soup. Oh, my back.
Soup.
Soup for my family.
Soup for my cat. I don't have a cat.
Where is Miso? Miso needs to be pet. Oh, no,
Miso should
Miso
be
does
in
not
your
need to be
house.
pet. Miso's already been pet. Alright, bedtime, everybody.
No time yet.
What are you doing?
I'm putting my oars away.
He's gonna be gay.
I'm not. I'm also taking your rocks. Hee hee hee.
My rocks! No, wait, I need my rocks.
You need to be
I
pet
need those for
Abraxas.
staircases.
Alright. Pets for
Put my rocks back.
Abraxas.
That's kidnapping my children.
You don't have children.
I am a rock.
I am not a stepfather.
I'm giving head pats to Abraxas while you guys argue.
Mayonnaise machine.
I am
Cherry
so mad
bomb.
that you know it now, and I don't. Can I please start dealing with the chickens so that I can learn it too?
Fucking get over there, fucking speedy legs. I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Can't jokes on you. I'm gonna go immediately for the chickens.
Oh, wow.
Shit, it's Clint.
Shit, it's Clint.
We have living off the land today.
Bridge, leave the chickens alone, please.
I'm just petting them. That's it.
Do I need to pet them to...
No, you just need to
Okay.
collect their eggs.
Head patties for me! Yay, I got head pats.
I'm starting my nail.
Should we build a well?
I don't think so. I think we should be fine.
Okay.
Rainy Evelyn.
Whoa.
Oh, Granny Evelyn. Bam-a-lam. Oh, Granny Evelyn. Bam-a-lam.
I want to open the chest. I'm trying to load up the furnaces.
Love for night.
Oh, nice. We have our, we have the thingy. Oh, we got our first large egg.
Let's fucking go.
Oh my goodness.
That means that the chickens are happy.
Nice. Okay. And then we have the silo now. So can someone give me more money so that I can go buy grass?
No.
Okay.
I don't have any.
I think I have enough
Or
to
one of
do-
you guys can go buy
Alistair.
grass.
Alistair, can you water?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Thank
okay,
you,
I can
friend.
go get grass starter. Let me just make one last ingot and
Okay.
then collect the ones I had previously.
Yeah, so you never want to like fully cut through all the grass.
Yeah, I know.
Because, yeah.
It's just when I first start, I like to make my area pretty and have
But we
more
have so
area for
much
farming.
grass.
I know.
Don't
But
forget to
we're only farming in the north.
No, we'll be farming more whenever we are able
But
to.
for
Right
not,
now.
Not now.
Well, right
It's
now we're
January
not,
time.
but
Yeah. Which means that over the next season, it's gonna get grassy all over again.
I know, and I'm letting it get grassy now. I have a routine to how I like to play. I like to clear it out as much as possible when I first start.
efficient.
A bridge.
Yes,
Please stop.
I'm being serious as well.
I know, I'm also being serious. Please stop. Thank you.
Ooh. Is it okay if I take the topaz I have in my chest and give it to Sam? He's
Yeah,
asking.
I put it in there for you. You can have it. Oops. I already watered some of that. Or you already watered that, and I watered it again. Floods the
Yeah,
plants.
at least we can't waterlog
Oh,
plants.
that rude.
Dude, if they added waterlogging to plants, I think I would just kill myself in Stardew. That would suck.
I can make I can just get the recipe to make grass starter.
Yeah, don't you
I
just
can't
need
share the
fiber?
recipe- Yeah, I can't share the recipe with you guys, but I can get it and I can leave
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
grass starter in the general like miscellaneous chest.
Yeah, that's fine. What are we gonna do with, my English is good. What are we... I give up. I don't remember what I was gonna say. It's gone.
What is?
Oh,
No.
right! How are we doing with, getting better tools so that we can take care of the hardwood and the,
I think it's just a matter of I think you need to have iron tools in order to get like the big shit.
No,
like, the big rocks and the hardwood. I think you need
Ye-
iron shit for that.
for the tree stumps, you only need copper.
Okay. Well, we have more than enough copper for all of us to upgrade our axes. I just don't have money to upgrade my stuff because I
Yeah.
bought the seed starter. But
oh, it costs
we
money?
have more than enough of the actual bars to upgrade our stuff because I think it's 5 bars per type. So, and we have over 28.
Oh,
copper
I know
bars.
how to make the mayonnaise machine too. Okay, so we all learn things together.
Let's go.
I don't know because I don't know half of that stuff that you have on there.
This is just like wood signs and stuff that comes with
What was
things.
I was looking for fiber. So
Oh, I can make a cookout kit, which like a cooking campfire on the go. Do we want to make a charcoal kiln so that we can make more charcoal?
That probably would help. I
So,
think
okay.
that's very helpful.
Isn't that just we put wood into it and then that makes us coal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Fiber. Okay. I'm gonna make as many grass starters as I can if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
It is.
And I'm bald again. Haha, you can't see my baldness because I have a hat on. Haha.
Okay.
We can still see it.
I could
Boo.
only make 16, but I will, as soon as I can, put them in the chest.
Bridge can plant them where he wants.
What?
Oh, can we put the grass starter in the chicken coop?
Yeah.
Okay. I can actually just plant it right now.
Yep. Plop, plop, plop.
I made 2 charcoal kilns.
Char kiln.
Where do you...
probably.
I'm just gonna put them on your floor and let you re-put them somewhere if you want them.
Oh Jesus Christ! They're going for the grass.
Oh no!
They're just hiding in the grass. Look at that.
That's so cute. That's
So
I
adorable.
love them. Did you pet all of them?
Yeah, I pet all of them.
Yes, they're all pet.
I
No
also
one has
got all
been
the
petting
eggs.
Miso.
I was gonna go
Miso
pet
still has the
Miso.
thing.
Where is he?
He's right there, behind the box.
I can't
Quickly,
pet
pet
him.
Mimosa.
It won't let me pet Miso because he's behind the box. Please move,
Everyone
Miso.
move. No, I'm doing it myself.
There we go. Oh,
Yeah.
it won't let me pet him. Okay.
I pet it.
Oh,
'cause
you
I
already pet him for today.
Oh, so we all get to pet them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, no, only Misa.
Only Miso, got it.
Only Miso.
There was only Misa.
All right, where's Sam?
I'm gonna go try to
Sam
fish.
is-
I need to get my fishing up. I'm gonna
It turned
cheat
on the
with
ability to
fishing.
fish inside of here if you want to do that.
Sam is fucking working, so I can't give him his topaz yet.
Yeah, just look for the ability to fish in the here.
I just now realized what where you said when you said I'm gonna place the charcoal kilns here in the smelting. It just occurred to me. Do you guys mind if I grab quite a bit of the wood for the
Yeah, you can take as much as you need.
Okay. How do I just take half? I just want half.
There we go. I will simply be bald for a while.
How do I split it into half?
I did it too
It is
soon.
possible. Yeah,
I like how I made fishing 100% easier and I still failed. It does not matter how easy it is, I'm bad at it.
Right. How the fuck do I split stats? Shift right click.
Yay, I caught it.
There we go.
I got a sunfish. On the positive, your head won't overheat. Yeah, it's because I'm bald.
Bald.
Bald! 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 I'm bald so often. Weave snatched. Hair gone. Oh. It didn't say hit. I did it too soon. I'm so bad at fishing! Stretch. I'm garbage at fishing.
Stretch. Where the fuck? Is he
How do
out?
I do it? When I get an exclamation point, don't I wait till it says, like, when do I do it?
No, you click it when it exclamation points.
Oh, okay, so okay. Alright. I don't know how to fish. Are you just standing there, Bridge? Menacingly?
No.
What you doing, buddy?
Changing my settings.
Oh, gotcha.
That was what I meant.
Sam, you whore, I have a topaz for you.
Shit, shit, shit. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Please. 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 Please.
God motherfucking damn. Sam,
Please.
get out of your room.
Please.
Sam.
Oh. I got a bream. I'm gonna
You
go
got a
see if...
midnight squid.
Whoa! What the fuck? How'd you get a midnight squid?
I turned on the same settings you turned on.
Oh, okay. Rad. That's super cool, Bridge.
Can you stop being nice? I feel bad as I turned them on out of spite.
Oh, did you not want me to have those settings on?
No, it's fine. But my brain started being mean to me and thought that if you turn those on, it'll be a lot easier for you to accomplish the hard work I put into doing to my fishing.
Dude, I'm so fucking bad at fishing. I literally didn't understand how to fucking fish. I don't think you need to worry about that, my friend.
I know, I'm sorry. My brain just made the comparison of me trying to grab with my bare hands, and instead you just pick up the entire lake.
No. No,
It's just like
dude.
this fucking bullshit.
You literally saw me. I was gonna say, you saw me turn on those settings and then still fail at fishing. I'm just.
Made me feel a little better.
Yeah, it should make you feel better. I don't know how to fucking fish, dude. Like those settings for me are just so I can try to fish mildly. I'm so bad at fishing.
I'm sorry for getting stinky brain.
That's okay.
Do you want the midnight squid?
No, because I
You can
don't.
eat it.
I'm good.
It
I
gives
don't
you
need to
38
eat.
energy and 17 health by devouring its soul.
Give me the squid.
Are you guys gonna eat the
I
stuff
already
that's
put it
in
into the-
here?
What?
Are you
I'm
guys
getting
gonna be
what?
eating that stuff? Because
Which
otherwise
stuff?
I'm
What?
gonna sell it.
Eating what stuff?
Well, we have like potatoes, we have cave carrots, we have
I was gonna keep
mushrooms.
those for like the things. The
The bundles.
Oh, do we
Yeah.
need those? Okay.
yeah. We
I
need
didn't know.
everything basically.
Oh,
Except for
okay.
the trash. It'd be really funny if they made a trash bundle.
A trash bundle.
I would actually like that.
I would like that, actually,
Get the
yeah.
rec-
I
get
agree.
The recycling, get the broken disc, get
Well,
Joja
we
Cola
don't need.
because it's
We don't need a.
The Joja Cola is garbage. Fuck Joja. In this household, we hate Joja.
We hate Joja, but we also hate Pierre.
Jack, baby, are you still gonna stream tonight? Because I want to raid into you. If you're here. Oh, I've been bald for over 5 minutes. I forgot to put my hair back on. My weave.
Bald.
Weave
Bald.
snatched.
Bald. Bald.
Bald. Bald.
You don't want to be like this.
Bald.
This is
Bald.
disgusting.
Bald.
This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would.
I know you would
But
kill
I
me,
legally
Bridge, if you
can't.
could.
But I've considered.
I know you would. I don't need you to tell me. Grizz, it is 11:30.
Okay, I was putting more wood into the charcoal kiln.
No, it's time for sleepies.
I love how nuts my tits go. They just go insane.
Worm bin.
Hold on, my hands can't track that fast. Hold on. Come on, you can do it. That's as fast as my hands can go. Riz.
Speed bag. What?
No, Riz.
Riz or Grizz?
Riz.
Oh,
With a capital R.
I had to
What?
ask. I'm stupid.
No, you're fine. I know. I know. That's not what I meant.
You're fucking.
I
rude.
know. It's okay that you're stupid, baby. I still love you. That's essentially what Bridge just did.
My mom just gave me $500.
Me
That's how
too.
fucking Jack be talking to me though. He's like, it's okay, baby. I love you, even though you're stupid.
Even the ooh, can't say that on stream.
No.
I mean, I don't say anything bad. I never have.
I don't say anything bad either. I'm a good noodle.
I say a lot of bad things.
You're fucking Not you.
We probably need to get another silo.
Yeah, we still.
What do we need to get more silo? Oh no, the PG command is gone. Oh, I need to kill slime. Me
was
sell
fun.
hats. Okay, Poke. Come to old house. Poke. Bring coins. Hat mouse. Pierre's store is
I
now
love
selling
hat
fertilizers.
I wish to please
I'm sorry, I was getting my mail. I'll go water the strawberries while you do that. Oh no, Grizz is
Okay.
watering the strawberries.
It would help if you could help me water the strawberries.
Oh my god, who do I help? Why do you both need help at the same time?
Because this is a big fucking patch.
It is a big patch. Damn, you were so
It's
nice. I wanted
actually-
to reward
Oh,
you
you
with the
don't- you don't have
PG.
to-
That is not a reward. I am never PG.
We don't have to water the rice shoots because they're.
I didn't mean to
perpetually
water.
in
I was
water.
picking water up out of the river.
The
That is a
river.
pond,
Oh, stop it!
sir. That is a pond.
Stop! I'm trying. Water the man. Water him.
He thirsty.
My water.
Well,
Have
What
my
do I
energy
need
is
for a
gone.
silo again?
We don't need another silo.
Are you sure? Because it only holds 40 pieces.
Bridge, come
So?
here.
That's a lot of pieces. What?
Oh, okay.
What?
I'm gonna go buy more grass.
I'm going to the mines. Goodbye.
I'll go with you to the mines. Just let me buy some grass.
No, he's already there.
What do you mean? How is he already there?
You can teleport using the mods thing. I still have my water bucket. Fuck.
God damn it, I'm in a cutscene with Pierre.
Yeah, I was also in a cutscene with Pierre and I fucking closed it.
No, it's because I I was ripped in cunt.
Cunt. I bought grass starters.
Ooh, I immediately found the next entrance to the next floor. Let's fucking go. If anyone else goes into the mines, if you see copper that I have not picked up, please get the copper. We need copper, please.
Yeah, I will.
Sexy Willy.
Don't do that.
Why?
Leave Papa Willy alone.
You know, Papa his Willy in my mouth.
I hate you.
I just got a void salmon. I want to turn these things off. I've never gotten that.
Get a void salmon.
How do I
turned on the legendary
teleport
fish.
using the cheats menu? Warp locations.
I feel like a criminal.
I went to the hats. I'm having a cutscene and I'm skipping it. Why do all these people
No, you're
like
not.
me? Yeah, I skipped it.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
Degenerates like a big boss.
Well, I think my hats are glitched out. I need you to look for a second.
Cowboy hat, cowboy hat, cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat, cowboy hat. Yeah, yep, nothing but cowboy hats. I think my hats are
Happy
glitched
Crunches.
out.
Oops, all hat.
Oops, all hat.
I almost said oops, all hat.
Oops, all head.
How do I go to the mine? Where is that?
It's usually the one that says quarry. No, wait, not quarry, not quarry,
no,
not quarry.
no, it says mines. It's one of the. It's like the third choice from the top.
Oh, okay, there it is. Thank you.
Mines.
I am so brain dead.
No, you're good, homie.
Level 35. Why is it so dark down here?
I don't fucking know.
Because they're your email.
Stupid fucking golems.
Would you call me?
There's 2 of them!
I'm selling the void salmon. It's just probably extremely rare, and I shouldn't sell it. Anyway, goodbye, Mr. Void Salmon. Salmon.
There we go.
Salamanca.
I cheated and gave myself a glow ring.
You did what?
I did. I like the hat that say, let me get a 4 Loco, a boner pill, and $6 on pub 2, yeah. Ah, I'm getting attacked! I was reading chat.
That's what you get.
That is what I get. Those are my hats. My hats definitely say those things.
I'm not interested in being...
I'm not interested in being polite or heterosexual! Looks like you got all the copper, dude. Oh, nope, I found copper.
I just found a farming almanac, and if I read it, I just gain farming knowledge!
Oh, damn. Good for you.
I know things now!
Hell yeah.
Help! JFK did it to himself. I'm sorry.
Ooh, ooh.
No? Alright, got
no,
it. Sorry.
No, I'm having cramps. I'm having a really bad cramp.
Alright.
No, sorry, I didn't mean
I thought
to.
you were saying that I made a bad by saying...
No.
Your joke was so cringe that Alistair is cramping.
Did you just fucking call me cringe?
I did.
I'm not getting you my fish smoker now.
Okay.
I need to slay 10 slimes, but I'm not being given any slimes.
Well...
Oh, head patties! Thank you for the head patties! Why can't I kill this thing? Jesus.
If you right-click, you can stop some of the damage from happening to you.
You're right, I should have done that.
Cause,
Ouch.
like, they're so hard.
Ouch, fuck. I'm gonna die.
No, don't die. Stop it. It's not healthy.
You don't say. Ooh. Can one of you guys DM Jack and ask if he's still streaming tonight?
I'm fishing.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
you can do that.
What time?
I may be in the mines, but nothing is actively attacking me right
Okay, just stay
I
safe.
caught a motherfucking albacore.
Albacore.
now.
Albacore.
Albacore.
Got some of that big tuna. Sorry. That was aggressive. I didn't want to be as aggressive as that. That was
Because
fair.
if he's not streaming, I'm probably gonna end early because I'm having really, really bad cramps. I don't want to die.
That was a yee from one Jack VT.
So he's still streaming tonight?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, then I will stay live until he gets off stream. Also, I'm on the same level as you right now, Grizz.
Until he
I
gets
saw
off
you.
stream.
Or no, until he gets on stream so that I can
Yeah,
raid
it's like,
into
damn,
him.
that's gonna.
Oh,
All right, we're redoing the quarry, all of it.
I got a
tonight.
slingshot. Grizz, do you want it?
No, thank you.
He doesn't like the slingshot.
I'm also gonna get a slingshot. Bridge likes the slingshot. I'm not too big a fan.
Oh, finally,
He thinks that
slimes.
they're for posers.
No. I just don't like the slingshot. Iron, oh my god.
Iron, but what about Euron?
Did you
Euron.
did you grab the steel sword from like floor 25 or something?
No, I didn't
Is
know
it-
that was there.
Is one of the flat floors that gives you things. Hold on. Is
You
it
said
floor-
25?
It's either floor 20, 25, or 30. One of those.
It was
three.
20.
Okay.
Okay, I got the better sword.
Yeah.
So that means I could get rid of my rusty sword.
Yes.
There we go. Back to level 40 I go.
Rusty sword is what I call erectile dysfunction.
Okay. I guess that sure is a name for it.
It's because you shouldn't use it, 'cause it's not sharp anymore.
Found the hole. The music
like the
is so
music.
is so calm. It's weird.
It's very nice in comparison to the rest of like the other
Uh,
floors.
Yeah, I agree.
Abraxas is asking, does that mean no ASMR tonight?
No, I'm still gonna try to stream ASMR. I'm gonna do my best. I just might keep it really short. I don't know. Sorry I missed your message. I was dissociating.
See something funny? Want to use it for generations to bully Alistair?
I know, the clip messages. I've
Nah.
literally read them and started replying to them because I'm brain dead.
Yeah, you're just like, oh shit, easy peasy. Oh, that's crazy.
You're right. But yeah, I'm still gonna try to stream ASMR tonight. I found the hole, Grizz.
Okay. Shut up.
I found a sea cock.
Hell yeah, Seacock. Oh, this hole is just already out.
Oh, sea bag, got
Give
it.
me that fucking iron. I'm gonna walk past you hitting that slime so I can get the iron.
Yeah, that's fair.
Evelyn, do you still want seaweed? I'll give you some weed. Evelyn? Evelyn?
Yes.
I'll give you weed, Evelyn. No problem. Late reply is better than no reply. Take care, though.
Yeah, if I can't stream ASMR, I'll let you guys know. I'm not sure. Since I'm not doing Fansly tomorrow, I might actually move my ASMR stream to
Wait, you're not
tomorrow
doing Fansly
anyway.
tomorrow?
No, I'm not. I'm on my period and I'm in too much pain.
I forgot we are talking about this. Sorry.
It's okay. What are those little creatures?
They're coal sprites.
They're so cute. Are they enemies?
Yes.
Yes,
Kill them. Slay them. Slaughter their children.
they will hurt you, unfortunately.
That's so sad. I found the hole though.
Okay, it might take me a second because I see some more iron. I got you, homie.
Thank you, homie.
Oh wait, don't you need slimes?
Yeah, I do. And also,
Okay,
I have
I won't
infinite.
kill it.
I turned on infinite health because I'm not. I was getting my shit
Yes.
rocked.
It's cheating.
It is cheating. I like cheating.
445.
Ooh, my bones. Ugh. How do you do a pointed attack like that?
What do you
It's
mean?
probably just the thing that he's using.
You did like a
I have
pointed
the same-
attack.
Wait, what do you mean?
You like
that-
pointed the sword straight forward.
I think it must just be that.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay?
10, 9, 8, 7,
It's okay, I got
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I was
Oh.
so fucking out of it. Thank you for doing that. That actually like woke me up.
you. These rocks,
Yes.
the ones that have like weird colors and shit, have a chance of giving you like omni geodes.
Oh, I got a ruby.
And and gems. So like stuff that you normally don't find.
Oh, like that? Neat.
Yeah.
Iron.
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 Oh shit, it's 11:30. We gotta go.
Oh no.
It's okay. We can just warp locations, farm, and it'll put you right in front of your house.
Genius. I need to put stuff in your chest, though.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
He said it.
There we go. I don't know what to do with the ruby, so I'm gonna put that in the slingshot, and you can I sell the slingshot?
I don't think you can. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out.
What the fuck is a slime jack?
Nope, I cannot sell the slingshot, son of a bitch. Oh well.
And also don't. It's kind of a valuable piece of equipment.
Okay.
Wake up. It's me.
It's bedtime. It's me! It is Jack. It's Jack. Jack, you make me think of those little soot sprite thingies that we were fighting. You look like those, the little coal sprites. That's what you look like when your hair is fluffy. You look like a little coal sprite. Level 1 combat! I learned a sturdy ring.
Staircases.
Nice. Oh, I also got staircases. Neat.
Guess who's gonna speed run all the way to the bottom of the fucking caverns?
Oh, I got to level 40. Cause the guy wanted me to get to level 40.
And now he wants us to get to the bottom of the mines.
Okay.
So
Is that like level 100 or something?
I think so, maybe. But with all that stone that I've been saving, I hopefully make a lot of staircases and we can just get there.
Hell yeah. I need 2 seconds.
All right, take your time, homie.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're cramping.
I'm back, bitch. Oh, the Queen of the Sauce. Oh, it's a rerun. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
That
I think
sucks.
it's coleslaw.
The spirits are feeling neutral today.
Unlike me.
Oh, we got more strawberry seeds.
What?
I got some from Andy.
Oh.
Do you think we have enough
From
time for
Andy?
them?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the 17th and I think they take, is it 12 days? I don't
Hopefully
know if we'll
that's
have
enough.
time.
Well, I
We
planted
should save
them.
those. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
All right. Has someone choked the chickens?
Did you say choke the chickens?
Yeah, I was making a jerk off joke. I was asking if anyone's pet the chickens today.
Oh, okay. No, I have not. I was making staircases, and now I'm gonna go speedrun the caverns.
Can I go with you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm putting up
Join
our
me.
eggs, and they already have hay. All right, P. Hello, my friend. I still haven't gotten the amount of slimes I need. Hell yeah! Thank you for the welcome back. Do you not want me to grab anything?
You can grab stuff if you want. I'm just speedrunning to like the bottom.
Cool. We can just speed run to the bottom, that way we can go through the mines on our own time. I got tundra boots. Neat.
Okay.
You know, I was gonna say, don't waste one on these ones. I thought the spirits were neutral today. Why are there ghosts? I got you, homie.
Oh fuck.
It's okay.
Accidentally wasted you. God damn it.
You gotta be careful. Hopefully we have enough to get down.
We should. New sword.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
there's a dagger. But
I like how you can fish in those areas.
me too.
Because normally that's the only place you can collect certain fish.
Gotcha. They make such cute sounds. They're so cute. I love them so much.
I shouldn't have gone. There was so much iron just right fucking
It's
there.
okay. It's okay. No, don't worry about it. Just keep going. We can get so much iron. It's good. It's good. Another
Master
slingshot.
slingshot.
All right, let's go. Oh, hold.
there's
It's
one
right
right
here. Let me. There we go.
Thank you.
That was those are whole ass skeletons.
Oh my god, look at all that
I
iron.
know. Don't. We need to go.
Okay.
We're speed running. Remember?
I know.
We got this. We got this. We're gonna get through. Boots.
The
Boots.
are
Want to give
made
Alistair a lovely
of
gift? Check out her throne here.
I swear to God.
That's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all
Ooh,
over
mushrooms.
you. Those are poisonous.
Oh, okay.
You can still grab them though. We can use them for life potions.
Neat. This area is overrun with oh my God. Oh, gold. God, imagine how fucking hard it would be to get here manually. Oh, that's so fucking cool.
It's not too hard if you go on a day where your luck is high enough.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that as someone who's fucking obsessed with doing mining shit. Fuck off! Fuck off!
I got him.
Exit! Exit!
Where are you? Oh. I was like, no. I thought I
it was
left
me
you.
trying to exit. Oh.
Oh, they're getting aggressive. Oh God.
This is why having good luck is really important on trying to get down.
Oh, a star fruit. Oh, I ate it. Oh,
Yeah, that's star
what?
drop. It's gonna increase our stamina.
Oh, okay, neat. I didn't know that. I've never gotten one before. I usually don't do the mines.
The mines is usually the one I get first.
Your bread and butter.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, let me... Oh, I like this music too. This is good.
It's called.
Oh, I've
Penis
never seen this
BDM.
before in my life.
Slime room.
Can I kill a few slimes, please?
Yeah, no, let's stay in here. I actually really like the slime rooms. They're really hard to come by. They barely happen. That's why I like them. And it's just free combat XP if you survive.
Yeah, I'm here to... I need like 4 more slime.
Fucking Andy just had a problem with me, like, winning the fucking...
I got a good achievement. Why did he have a problem with you winning the egg hunt?
He was like, it's not fair to the kids having you out there, farmer.
Okay, tell them kids to get good.
Yeah, that's how they get good. Me curb stomping them and then taking the fucking eggs out of their broken hands. So fucked up, I'm sorry.
Help me.
I help you, I help you, I help you. Yeah, we got the door.
Hold the door. Grib, I'm putting stuff into your chest.
Okay.
It's my fishing rod. I can hold my fishing rod.
Oh, what's this? Ow.
Watch
Wait.
out for my body rolls.
Oh, I went without you. I'm so sorry.
No, it's just there was gold, and since the exit was already down here, I thought might as well just get the gold since it's right there.
That's fair.
Sorry.
High
having it.
kicks, high kicks. This is how we
do it. Hello.
Watch out for my titties.
Oh,
watch out for
shit.
My titties.
Yeah, I was waiting for you. What do we get? Space boots? What the fuck are space boots?
The purple.
Purple.
The purple.
If you read them, you can read what they do. But also, don't get fucking hurt by the Goomba.
Oh no.
Also, where the fuck did you go? I'm watching Elstream, that's why I was just like, what? I'm sorry. The fuck is there an Oni doing there?
I don't know, but Grizz was in danger and I couldn't protect him.
Did you say Riz at first?
I did say Riz at first. I said Briz, actually.
Bree and
Here we go.
Grizz.
We're at the bottom.
Neat! What does that do?
It unlocks the skull caverns, but we do not have access to those skull caverns until we can do enough in the community center to unlock the bus.
How do we unlock the bus?
We have to fill out bundles in the community center.
Which ones?
To unlock. I do not remember because we've never gotten that far.
Space boots. Oh, they're so cute.
Rib, do you have all the construction materials inside your house?
Do I have all the construction materials in my house?
That's what I'm asking.
I legitimately don't know because I took half of the wood that we had for the charcoal kiln, which I asked about before I grabbed it, and then I just have stone.
Jack, refund yourself. I'm not doing no squats today. Not today. Not today. Not with these cramps, baby. I'm sorry, but not today. I am in so much pain right now. I am struggling. I just don't want to, like, vocalize it. That's why I'm not talking much.
It's okay. Do it with your hands instead.
Yeah, just... hand squats.
Watch out for my body rolls.
Watch out for my
God
body
damn it,
rolls.
Bridge.
High
What?
kicks, high kicks. This is how
This
we
is
do
how we
it.
do it.
Watch out for my body rolls. Watch out for my body rolls.
High kick, high kick.
Oh, thank God Jack goes live in 6 minutes. Oh, please. Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
stream faster. No, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I can make it. I can make it. Oh, shit.
Also, I have earth crystals for your guys' mayonnaise machine.
I already stole one.
Enter the Adventurers Guild. Discover
wait,
the
no, I didn't.
purpose of
They're
the
in
skull
here.
key.
Yeah, they're in
I'll
my
talk to
chest.
the
they're in this
Adventurers
one.
Guild tomorrow.
Okay, well, I can just put the ones that I have in my chest in the resources chest. Because you need that for the mayonnaise machine, right? Earth crystals?
Sorry, I was blocking my face tracking. Yeah, you need the earth crystals for the mayonnaise machine. Why are you in my house? Oh, why did you move my TV? What the fuck? Why did you steal my fucking TV? The fuck are you doing?
Don't you do it, I'll come back in there.
I already moved it. I already moved it. Don't move
That's
it again.
Rearranging all your furniture.
No!
I can't see half the place. It was beyond the wall.
Yeah, my house is weird.
An amalgamation of nightmares? Yes.
Sure, if that's what you want to call it.
Oh, that's what I'm going to call it. Watch out for my slutty waist. Watch out for my slutty waist.
Alistair! No, don't go to bed.
Watch out for my puppy. No, I'm sorry. No, we're not talking about your puppy fucking man nip obsession.
Oh, I love puffy man nipples. Hi, Andy.
I was very confused.
I already know how to make scarecrows. Damn crows. Oh no. It's because I have scarecrows. Okay, I need to build more scarecrows. Does Andy have puffy man nipples? He looks like he does. I bet he does. He probably has like those puffy like dilf bod nipples. Ugh.
Yeah, okay, you can water all this. I'm not dealing with your sentencing right now.
Okay.
Fucking hoodlum.
Oh, one of our cauliflowers is grown. Only
The
one
bananas
though.
has gone bad.
The what's gone bad?
Bananas?
The bananas has gone bad.
The bananas?
Yeah.
Is that a joke I don't get?
It's from the good era of Game Grumps.
Oh, I've never seen Game Grumps.
Oh, I
No,
didn't
I
even
know.
know that. I just know because you've said it before.
hmm
We got 2 big eggs.
Aaron was playing
Nice.
Dead or Alive beach volleyball thing.
Hey Jack, tell me in chat whenever you leave to go live. I know I usually don't allow that, but like just let me know, please.
So I can fucking grab my coochie and make it stop.
Dude, I am in so much pain. I feel so guilty because I feel like I'm streaming really bad and nobody's gonna like it, but like I'm trying.
Why do you think I'm here?
Trying to keep my energy up.
Everyone loves a man with puppy nipples.
You
Nope.
don't even have
Yeah,
puffy nipples.
puppy.
You're a
Puppy.
I
liar.
said puppy nipples, and I don't like that.
What does that even fucking mean?
I don't know. But I just watched a whole... Nope, not gonna bring that up. Not now.
I'm gonna put up the cauliflower.
Yeah, go sell it.
I'm gonna put the eggs.
Oh, we
in
already
the
have some.
chest.
Yeah,
I don't
you
want
can
to sell
everything
stuff.
you want.
Are you sure I can sell?
Yeah, I do not care.
Okay.
I meant that in a good way, by the way.
I
No,
put
no,
the
I
eggs
know.
in the chest for your guys' mayonnaise.
I'm so excited to make
Yards.
mayonnaise because then we can sell it for actual money.
Mhm.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the mines
I caught a
today.
fucking wood skip.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna go to the mines today so that I can get,
The
What's
children,
it?
they yearn.
God damn it, I'm having a stroke. I'm going to the mines so that I can get iron.
Yeah, you can just teleport
Okay,
back for
okay.
whenever you need to, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh, the Adventurers Guild isn't open yet. I need to pass time until it's open. So I
Why do you need
talk
to wait for
them.
the Adventures Guild to open?
Because I need to go in there. I got my slimes.
Oh, okay.
Limis. I thought it was... Oh, maybe it wasn't.
While that's happening, no, I'm not gonna do that till I'm off stream. I was gonna look up when, what Sebastian's gift guide is. Do you guys want to keep playing even after stream ends?
Yeah, I'm
Do
down.
you
As long
want
as
to?
you're still feeling like okay.
Yeah,
yes,
I
would like
might
keep
need
playing.
to like occasionally stop and scream because of pain, but I'm still feeling good.
As long as you're up for it, I'd
Yeah, I'm
still
just
to
like,
play.
yep, that's the bare minimum right
Yep,
there.
just gotta scream in pain for a couple minutes. You know, just
It's
normal,
a little
normal
bit of hollering
things.
at the top of my pussy lungs.
My pussy lungs? My pussy
My
has
pussy.
lungs?
Yes, it screams for the mines.
Alright, Jack should be going live now. I'm gonna go ahead and raid into him.
Jack, alive. Jack, do it.
Womp womp. We're gonna...
Womp
Womp womp. Hold on. We're gonna go to just chatting. I'm gonna pause the game. Oh, yeah. Piggy Bank Bot doesn't have a fucking sub anymore. I need to fix that. My bad. Gonna play Spotify. Alright, I love you all so much. I had a really good stream. I am so sorry I'm ending early because of period pains, but I have to go. I am in so
Jack-
much pain. I have
Jack's
to go.
yelling, hold on.
I love you all very, very, very much. We will be streaming again on Saturday, playing It Takes Two with Jack. I'm very, very, very excited. I hope you guys will be there. It'll be at 5 p.m. CST, which I know is a little later than we're doing right now, but our usual time is going to stay 12 p.m. CST. It's just on days that I stream with Jack and on Saturdays, if I stream with Jack on Saturdays, we will do 5 p.m. But I love you guys so much. Mwah! I love you. I love you. Have a good stream. Let us have a good day. Have a good time with Jack. Let us raid. Jack _
Hey, mandibles.
ET.
Jack raid.
There we go. We're gonna go raid Jack. We're gonna go raid Jack. I love you all
Yay.
so much. We have our
Abba-dabba.
sub call, or raid call with the sub, and then our raid call without sub is that. I'm gonna use the raid call without sub because that's the one I feel like using. But I love you all so much. So much. Goodbye, everybody.
Nice
Ah!
hibbity hibbity. Goodbye.